Look at that dark night. Whew, spicy. Good evening, everybody. How are you? Happy Monday. Happy time zones. Good morning. Good afternoon. Whatever time it is for you. Hope all is well. Hope you guys enjoyed your weekend. Welcome back, Phil Burt. What's up, my guy? So we got 10 days. We got 5 on stream. Then we got the weekend off. That's 8. Then we got 2 more days left to get done all of the post Heavensward patch content to bring us into Stormblood before we start our OG 7 run, modded 7 run, I should say. And then back to Stormblood after that, man. So what's a good word? Man, oh man. How was the weekend, Phil? Oh, that world queue. Man, it's okay. It's fine. It's fine. Thank you for contributing to the cozy reading of Gamble Jack. Philly! What's up, big dog? Yo, man. Thank you for the 28 months. Appreciate it, duder. Pats just signed Jacoby Brissett. Golly. They did re-sign Owenu, which is good for the O-line. 1 year, $8 million for Brissett. Whatever, dude. He's gonna be their, he'll be their starter. Whoever they draft at the 3 pick, they're gonna just let ride the pine for a year. Like, whatever, dog. Like, if they win more than 4 games this year, I'll be psyched on it. Period. End of story. I think they'll try to trade for T. Higgins. I hope so. Like I had said on whatever day it was, I don't know if it was Friday or Thursday night, but I would love for him to kick the tires on, well, no, because they just signed that that back from Washington, whatever the heck his name is. I was gonna say kick the tires on Joe Mixon, but yeah, maybe try to bring in T. Higgins. I'd be down for that. Yeah, Antonio Gibson, that's him. A receiving back, which is good. So yeah, who knows? Yeah, go for T. Higgins. Honestly, I was hoping instead of Brissett, like they maybe would have made a run at shit, and I just lost his name. I can't think of his name. It's Chicago. Can't think of his name. I'm brain farting. It was pretty good. Got our annual inventory at the bookstore tonight, but it's going very fast, so I won't be staying till 2 a.m. That is, yeah, Justin Fields. That's it. Yo, that's a win, dog. Weekend was good for up to the next dungeon, which you might hit tonight. Okay, so I did unlock a bunch of the new Heavensward dungeons as well. Like, if you would sign Justin Fields and then have Brissett be your middle and then have, like, the new kid ride the pine. So, yeah, I know I got quite a few. No, it's not what I meant to do. Sorry. There we go. What did I get last night? Or not last night, night before. Oh, that's because, yeah, I'm on my Dark Knight. Yeah, I got a couple. Yeah, these were the 3. At least. Let's go back to Dragoon. But, yeah, man, so got Alexander unlocked, Rip Roaring ready to go, but we'll definitely continue with MSQ first and foremost. That's right, let's return. Bingo bango. Did I get the X primals? I don't think so. Thornton's Reign, got that. That's not an EX though. I would, do I have to go back to Urianger in order to get the EXs? Alex, good evening, bud. How are you? Howling Eye, yeah, we'd already hammered that out. Done that. It starts in Idleshire. Okay. I don't think I did. Let's just go double check for S&Gs. Maybe I did. I'm not sure. But we'll figure it out, and then we'll MSQ it. We've been making fairly good time, thankfully. I don't think it's any. Are they level 60s? Whatever blue check mark I had in Idleshire, I know I did scoop. That's the Overgrown Ambition. Disarm, that's Alexander. Gods of Eld is the quest. Is it a, oh, it starts in the pillars. Okay, then yeah, then we'll return. Yeah, so I can at least get those unlocked and have them. That's MSQ. Well, let's go to the last. Gods of Eld. Oh, so that's the dude sitting down here in the corner, right? I had clicked him, and I was like, nah. I was like, it's not showing that it's a dungeon, so I didn't start it. Enter the Fist of the Father. Gee whiz. Sounds like growing up with my old man. He never punched me. However, he had stone hands and I would get the face grip, and that's all I needed. He was a scary short dude. Fuck. If you would be so kind, then. This unlocks both the X Primals and the post-game trial series. The Warring Triad. Okay.
Absolutely. You'll be pleased to hear that Riol and his men have been making excellent progress. You remember how Flamin helped me to escape the Crystal Braves in Limsa Laminsa, only to then disappear? Well, according to Riol, she crept aboard a ship bound for Ratsahan, where she's been hiding ever since. He assures me that it won't be long before we're reunited. As for Ida and Papalimo, the remains of their link pearls have been found, and in Pearl Lane, of all places, Riol thinks they must have disposed of them after escaping from the Royal Promenade. Yes, that would make sense. They could not risk being eavesdropped upon by our betrayers. We're all but certain they fled the city shortly after, though we still don't have a clue where they went.
Both of which can be done off-stream. Warring Triad might matter one day, but it's a long kind of cursed story as to why. Gotcha. All right. That works for me then.
I see. And what of Thancred and Minfilia? I'm afraid I have nothing new to share about those two, but it's not all doom and gloom. The good news is we've enlisted the services of a Shalian scholar, one of the students of Baldessian.
Bruh, what are you doing down there? Hacking up a lung? Rascal.
To aid in search, who should be arriving any day now. One of the students, you say? I should very much like to meet this scholar if time permits. But first, we must attend to a more pressing matter. Sir Emmerich has summoned the two of us for a private audience. The messenger did not specify what he wished to discuss, only that it was urgent. Assuming you have no objections, Vance, I suggest we proceed to the congregation forthwith. And mayhap we can meet the scholar afterwards. Agreed? In that case, then I think I'll return to the Forgotten Knight for now. Things are liable to fall apart if I'm gone too long, you know.
She's a sweetheart. Bro, by the way, also like to boast in a fatherly fashion that the ninja birthday party for Youngblood was amazing. It was super good, dude. He had a fucking blast. I loved it. I was just focused on him. He had a great friggin' time, dude. It was a good time. All the rest of his buddies from school had a blast. Dug it. Had a real good time. Happy parent moment, as per usual.
Thank you for coming. I wish to speak with you both in a place where privacy was assured.
Who gave the best present? One of his buddies gave him, I think I told you guys in Discord, he got an OG Megazord, like an OG Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Megazord. So it's got Triceratops, Sabertooth Tiger, like the OG. So he has been 110% all about that. And then his buddy also got him a, it's like the, and I don't know, just because like the new Power Rangers is so like out there for me. It's the it's like the Dino Megazord, like from Dino Fury. It's rad. He digs it. Like, so that's what's up. That and like a an action Mewtwo that like throws a little thing from his hand. It's pretty sick. But yeah, he's been all about like, I have to transform the Megazord from like Megazord. Then I have to take it apart, give him all the different separate Zords. Then I have to put it into like tank mode. He has a blast with it. So I'm gonna go with that was probably his fave for sure. Handsome Dan, love you, bro. Thank you for contributing. Appreciate you. Hope you had a good weekend. Good Monday.
We quite understand. What was it that you wished to discuss?
With my father's passing, the seat of the Archbishop lies vacant. And so, in accordance with canon law, I have assumed his responsibilities.
Badass.
I should stress that this is a temporary measure. It was never intended that the Lord Commander of the Temple Knights serve in this capacity indefinitely. Quite the opposite. The statutes specify that I should surrender my powers as soon as a conclave of the senior clergy and the high houses have named a new archbishop. But in light of recent events, that would not seem appropriate.
I confess I did not expect you to divulge quite so much quite so soon. The details of the Archbishop's plans, perhaps, but the true origin of the war and all it entails?
I too had concerns. But when the Warrior of Light is witnessed returning to the capital upon the back of a dragon, one's options are rather limited.
Badass rolling
I could
in.
have concealed certain details, but for how long? And at what risk? Should the truth have come to light in the meantime, how would the people have viewed my silence? After 1,000 years of lies and secrecy, I could not well abuse their trust and hope to be believed. The time for deception has passed.
Excuse me.
I only wish the people agreed. That some would deny the truth I had anticipated, but not this many. And among the few who acknowledged that my father had to be stopped, no small number questioned our methods.
If they suspect a coup, it will not be long before some turn to violence.
It has already begun, and that on both sides. Men and women of the cloth are being harassed in the streets. Some have even been assaulted in the Broom. Hilda and her people have formed a watch to help us maintain order, but such measures will not prevent the unrest from spreading.
For all our talk of peace, the people remain frightened and confused. For their sake, we must bring the Dragonsong War to a definitive end.
And we should be glad to help you, Sir Emmerich. But what precisely would you have us do?
We wish to treat with the dragons of Annex Shrine. To that end, I would trouble you for an escort and an introduction.
Annex Shrine? You would speak with Vidofnir then?
We must needs open a dialogue between our peoples. Acting as my representative, Lucia will extend an invitation to their leader, that she might visit us here in Ishgard. Were she still with us, I would of course have beseeched Isel's assistance in this matter. But as she is not, I must ask that you aid us in her stead. Will you do us this favor?
But of course.
Thank you, my friends. Lucia, I leave the rest to you.
Just never got super into Power Rangers. Watched a few seasons. I was way more into the 4Kids anime stuff. So I love.
In the wake of the Archbishop's fall, the nation of Ishgard trembled, the faith of her people shaken to its very core. For 1,000 years had they fought and died, certain of the justice of their cause, only to be told that their holy war was born of the sins of their forefathers. What then for those brave men and women, thus stripped of their righteousness but to despair, to deny the truth and decry its speakers? And what then for those whom they defamed but to hope on, to have faith in a brighter tomorrow? A tomorrow in which man and dragon might live together in harmony, then as distant as the very stars in the heavens. Yet while we dared to hope, deep within his lair the enemy lay, gathering his strength.
Our boy.
Nidhogg, now possessed of his 2 eyes and the body of the Azure Dragoon, prizes to which he had laid claim at the very hour of the hero's triumph. As desperately as we sought the solace of peace, the great worm craved the misery of war. Nor was he alone in his misbegotten desire.
So rad, though. It really is, dude. See, like, so for me, like, I was all about the OG Power Rangers. And that went up until, like, after the movie. And then, like, Mighty Morphin Power Ranger stops at season 3. And, you know, like, by that time, I feel I just kind of started getting into other stuff. And it was just like, afterthought. And I didn't realize until some years later that so at the end of season 3 of Mighty Morphin, it went into Alien Rangers, which we've talked about. Super mid. I was not the biggest fan. And then from Alien Rangers, quickly shifts into Zeo Rangers, which he watched, like a handful of episodes. Zeo was okay. But then after Zeo is another one, and like so on and so forth. In none of those I watched as a kid, but like OG Power Rangers, I was all about. I was gonna be the Green Ranger, like, that was it. That was my game plan. The guidance counselor told me I was gonna be a firefighter, neither of which panned out for sure. Butcher, 20 plus years deep. So, it's been really fun to, I guess, like, watch it with him. I don't pay super close attention because even like the OG stuff, like, you look back on it now and you're like, ugh, like, this is just so it's like, it's cringy to watch. Not cringy because it's like bad per se, but you know what I mean? Like, it's when, like, let's just say you used to watch like Full House as a kid. You're like, Full House is great, it's hilarious. And then you grow up and you get some world experience under your belt, some sitcom or TV world experience under your belt, and then you watch Home Alone again, or you watch Full House, sorry, and you go, it's just so cringy because it's like mad cheesy. That's kind of what it's been like with Power Rangers. Like, I don't mind the OG, but watching the ones I wasn't familiar with, it's like, man, like, it's so cheesy. It's like, it's so cornball. But not like a horribly uncomfortable like cornball. It's tolerable, but he loves it. So, like, I'm in it for watching it with him. Yeah, man, it's crazy that it's still going. And how it all came to be in the West is pretty wild, too. That Saban, like, bought the rights to all, or, like, bought all of the old, like, footage from Japan. And then just started splicing stuff together. Like, splicing together all the big mech battles. Like, those were all, and, like, even the OG Rangers in their suits, that was all OG stuff from Japan. And then he's the one that, like, melded the teenager stuff, like Angel Grove and all that jazz into it. So, pretty interesting. And yeah, like you said, Philly, that it's still going. It's pretty nuts.
I know little of the lands these dragons call home, this annexed shrine. Had you not agreed to escort me, the coming journey would seem a far more daunting prospect. I confess, I myself once shuddered at the thought of it. Yet even the longest journeys begin with the first step, does it not? Ah, but ere we set forth, Vance and I must needs inform our comrade of our plans. Very well, I shall see to my preparations. Then let us go bid farewell to Tataru, Vance.
And yeah, and I know I had said it before, but I think in like the last year or two, Saban sold it, like sold the rights back to, I don't know if it was Hasbro. Like I know Hasbro produces all their toys, so I don't know if that has anything to do with like the show itself. But he sold everything back to somebody else because he had sold it once from what I was reading to somebody and then bought it all back. And then he just resold it again to whoever. So I don't know if he's completely out forever. Like, I don't know. Again, stuff like that, just very, very intriguing.
So, what was your secret meeting all about? I'm all ears. A diplomatic mission to annex Trine, you say? Well, I suppose that does take precedence. But should your meeting with Vidofnir happen to end early, you might consider rendezvousing with Y'shtola in Idleshire. She'll be there to receive our guest. Don't get me wrong, your meeting with the dragons is terribly important and everything, but this scholar just happens to be. Time permitting, as I said, we shall endeavor to join Y'shtola, but if we cannot, pray pass on our regards. Let us be off, Vance. We have kept the first commander waiting long enough.
Chubby cat just rolling around. No biggie. Dark Fantasy Realms! What's up, bub? How are you? What's crack-a-lackin'? How was your day? How is everybody?
You all ready then? Good, so am I.
Urchin loaf, huh? Doing good. Day was fine. How was yours? Pretty good. Slow day at work, which isn't a bad thing. We're down. My boss is on vacation this week, so it's just me and my bestie. So it'll definitely be a busier week, just in the sense that we're a small crew. So with one person down, you really feel it. So it'll just be a bunch of extra work. But other than that, good. Came home. I had to build a Youngblood got a couple of Lego. He got two Lego helicopters that I had to build yesterday. And then he got a Lego police car that he was like, can you build this and build this and then this and then this and then this? I was like, all right, pal. I was like, here's the skinny. I was like, I need to eat supper first, then I'll build it, then I go ride the bike, then I'll come back up, I'll build some more. So, and then tomorrow night after supper, I have to build like another Lego piece. So, you know, it's all good.
The path is long but known to us. From Falcon's Nest, we shall cross the Western Highlands and make for Tailfeather in the Dravanian Forelands. There we can stop to rest and replenish our supplies. Questions? If not, then the stables await.
shake our tail feather. Oh, tomorrow I'll get a new Wondrous Trails, right? Neato. Oh, at like 10 a.m.? Perfect. That'll be like the first order of business before I ride the bike after work.
I always imagined that the first time I set foot upon Dravanian soil would be at the head of an army. And here I am, ready to treat with the brothers and sisters of mine enemies. Full well do I know how difficult it can be to set aside the past, though it was I who first proposed recruiting Isal to our cause. I questioned the wisdom of my words almost as soon as I had uttered them, and for a long time after that. Here was a woman with the blood of innocence on her hands, men, women, children, all slain in the name of the implacable Lady Iceheart. Yet she acknowledged her misdeeds and agreed to join us in common cause. At our side, she fought in service to that greater good, even unto her dying breath. And while that does not absolve her of her sins, I hope that one day she will be remembered not merely as a heretic, but as a misguided soul who dreamt of peace. You ask much, Master Alphino, yet who can say what might come to pass, should our negotiations bear fruit? Yes, of course. We must press on to Annex Shrine, if you will follow me.
We will all fly together. In our new whip. Up, and away! To the moon! The Annex Shrine we go. Dark Fantasy Realms, have you gotten Rebirth booted up? Is it good? Have you started? Oh, Rebirth is already done? Golly, good for you, dude. How did you enjoy it? Did you enjoy it? 7.5 out of 10 for you personally? Right on. Damn, blitzed right through it. It wasn't great. Oh, that's disheartening. But, you know, I do enjoy hearing everybody else's opinions on it. I've heard it get tremendous amounts of praise. Yours has been the first, like, it's meh, that I've heard. And that's, you know, I'm not downplaying that. It could very well be meh. As per everything else, you know, everybody is hit differently for a variety of reasons. They really butchered the OG7 story. Honestly, it's because they weren't going by the OG7 story, though. They made that abundantly clear in Remake. I will say in their defense. They had said right from the rip that it was going to be like a retelling or like a reimagining. So, they weren't going by the OG story.
Thou art ever welcome.
Oh, forgot about that. My bad.
But this one I do not know. Pray forgive us this unannounced visit, Vidofnir. May I present to you Lucia, first commander of the Temple Knights of Ishgard and our trusted friend. It is an honor to meet you, Vidofnir. I am comes as an envoy of Sir Emmerich, Lord Commander of the Temple Knights and acting leader of the Holy See. Indeed, you may speak, knight. For 1,000 years, man and dragon have been locked in endless cycle of bloodshed and sorrow. To our shame, we long believed your kin to be architects of this war, but now we know the truth. That King Thordan and his Knights 12 did willfully betray and murder the great worm, Ratatoska, shattering the peace between our peoples. For 1,000 years, our leaders conspired to conceal this truth, a truth which was at last laid bare by the Warrior of Light, the Azure Dragoon, and Yisal. Alas, a deception so intricately wrought cannot be undone in a moment, and our people labor to accept the truth. After an eternity of war, who would dare to dream that peace could at last be within our grasp? Sorry. Yet dream we must, as Isal once did. And we must make that dream a reality, as she could not. We humbly beseech you, Vidofnir, join hands with us in friendship once more before the eyes of my people in Ishgard. A most unexpected invitation. I have heard your request, knight. However, I cannot yet give you mine answer. May I ask why? This matter concerneth my sire. He must needs be consulted. Moreover, the Nath grow bold, even as they did before, and I would not leave my people at the mercy of the swarm. Then we will wait. After 1,000 years at war, we shall not give up on peace for want of patience. Ah, fear not, knight. Thou shalt have mine answer within thy lifetime.
Well, that's good.
So soon? My humble thanks. I shall bear your words to my lord forthwith until we meet again.
Right, I just enjoyed Remake a hell of a lot more than Rebirth. What's up, Leroy? How goes it, my guy? It's good to see you. Let me put it this way. I preferred OG7 story instead of the BS they're feeding us now. Better? Yeah, for sure. And there's nothing wrong with that. And I would respectfully say that, you know, from what I experienced in Remake, definitely very different. Different in a lot of regards, especially in the way that they pivoted with the story and, you know, what they're doing with it. I wouldn't necessarily call it BS myself, but again, I respect your opinion, and like I said, everything hits everybody else differently, so. I'm looking forward to Rebirth. I hope it, you know, is a good experience. And you know, like, not for nothing, I don't know, like, how we came to this juncture in life with, like, let's just say, like, a numbered, or like a numbered grade for a game. That like 7.5 is bad or mid. Like, it's not, in my opinion. If somebody grades a game, not that I go by like the big publications like grades. I don't let that like influence my decision to try a game. But like a 7.5 isn't bad in my opinion. You know what I mean? People, I don't know why it's so weird that like an 8 is considered like not good. You know what I'm saying? Like, or 8 is like, people are like, oh, it's only an 8. It's like, I mean, dude, for me, 7.5 and 8, like okay, so if it was a 5 out of 10, that's 50%, right? It's a C plus, not a good grade. I mean, I graduated high school with a C average, so it's good enough for me. C works totally fine for me. Like, I'm good with that. I graduated with a C. 1.98 GPA. Something like that, right around there. Your boy is just average, and I'm fine with that. All good, my dude, chilling with some Helldivers? How is it? I know a lot of dudes that have been boogieing down on it, having a blast, which is great. But I'll play the third game since I've already spent my time and effort on Remake and Rebirth, and hopefully they wrap it up in a good way. Here's to hoping, dude. I tell JC as long as she tries her best and all she gets is C's in school, I'm good with it. And you should be, because I would be the same way. Spreads, okay, yeah, so I know nothing of Helldivers, but I've seen people be like, are you spreading democracy? And like, so I get what you're saying a little bit. Like, I don't know the context, but I do know spreading democracy.
Given the circumstances, I would say that went rather well. To be frank, I'm surprised our proposal was not rejected outright. Whether aught will come of it remains to be seen, however.
Very Starship Troopers, and I loved it. I remember seeing Starship Troopers in the theaters, and it was horrible. It's one of those, super, like, cult classic shitty movies. But, like, yeah. I don't ever pressure my kids for all ages because to me that's just unrealistic unless a kid is a brainiac, for sure. Definitely. Yeah, the difference between Helldivers 1 and 2. Oh, so, okay. Stupid question on my part. Well, like, how old is Helldivers 1? Starship Troopers is hilarious. It's that sort of silly? Yeah, for sure. It's like Killer Clowns from Outer Space, if you're familiar with it. Which, I just saw recently they're coming out with a game for that, which is like... I get anxiety watching people, Helldivers 2. Really? Is it that bonkers? Like, is it just super duper busy?
Mayhap I should take this opportunity to speak with some of the other dragons. But you need not wait for me. The return journey holds no fears for me now. Well, if you have no further need of our services, we shall continue on to Sharlayan. We hope to welcome a scholar who has agreed to aid us in the search for our missing comrades.
2015 for Helldivers 1. Damn. Was it like, is it the same kind of game?
Then I pray your journey is as swift and uneventful as ours was. And thank you again for sparing me the time to assist us, even when such grave matters remain unresolved. I can think of no graver matter than a 1,000-year war, one which our friend gave their lives to see ended.
It can be tough. It's not that bad. People just really suck. Oh, okay. In 2 or in 1?
Suffice it to say, I would willingly make 1,000 such journeys to ensure that their sacrifice was not in vain. Of that, I have no doubt, Master Alphino. I only hope the fates will not hold you to your word.
I haven't actually myself watched anybody play it. I've just gone off of, like, I see clips here and there, and it looks wild. Krill! Krill! You're here! 2? I don't know much about 1. Okay.
So it would seem we have time to greet this scholar after all. How delightful. I shall be interested to hear how she means to go about finding Minfilia and Thancred. I can only assume she is privy to some new investigative technique. In any event, our first order of business is to rendezvous with Y'shtola in Idleshire.
Pardon, I'm like ultra throat cleary tonight, sorry.
Do 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 do.
Fine, we'll just teleport. I'm almost feeling like I should set my home point to Idleshire now. Same idea in 1, but more of a top-down view. Okay, like 9 difficulty, so it gets crazy. So do they just keep coming in waves? Like, is it like a horde mode kind of thing? What's up, Arcadia? I set it as a favorite location for half off. Okay. Come here at least once a week. Yeah, makes sense, especially for wondrous trails.
Ah, Vance, 'tis good to see you. I confess I had assumed your business in Annex Shrine would detain you longer. Did your meeting with Vidofnir go well? As well as can be expected. She must discuss Sir Emric's proposal with Racefalgar, of course, but she seemed amenable to the suggestion. What of our Sharlayan guest? Has she arrived yet? She has, but when I explained that you would be joining us, she asked if she might use the intervening time to explore. I agreed to meet her outside on the front bridge. We would be on our way.
Let's rock.
Heavy metal highway.
I kind of wish that if you can ride a mount here in Idleshire that they let you fly. All right, we made it. Heck of a ride. Jump into a map from pods in space. Clear objectives on the map will co-op team while it's killing bugs, robots, and they can constantly spawn if you don't kill them quick enough, so it gets a bit... Oh, nice. Is tier 9, like, super tough? Please be voiced. Yeah, dude!
I'm terribly, terribly sorry to have kept you all waiting.
It's alright. Teammates can be more than...
apologize. We arrived but a moment ago ourselves.
So wait, now I have to ask this. Is there's friendly fire? Do I gather that? Or is it just from like... I mean, yeah, it must be if there's airstrikes. Damn! And everything. Shit, man. So yeah, you gotta be fucking careful, huh? Huh? That's pretty cool, though.
Pray, allow me to introduce Kryle, who has recently come from the Sharlayan motherland. She has generously offered to assist us.
Oh, please, think nothing of it. A trip to Eorzea was long overdue. You must be the Warrior of Light. Yes, you certainly do look the part. A pleasure to meet you at last, sir. And who is that I spy but young Alpha No Levieur himself? I dare say someone's grown an ilm or two in my absence. Or are those lifts in your boots?
He's wearing stilettos.
Miss Kryle and I met at the Studium years ago. I shall forever be indebted to her for her sage guidance.
It was no small task keeping him out of trouble, believe you me. The youngest ever to enter the Studium, him and his sister, 11-year-old prodigies. Suffice it to say, social graces were not among his list of talents. Striding up to his seniors on his first day, head held high. What was it he said again?
Thank you, Kryle.
Please, no!
For what? I haven't finished yet. Would you care to attempt a more dexterous deflection?
Mayhap we should save this delightful conversation for a more fitting occasion, when pressing matters do not demand our undivided attention.
A bit much, but better. I can tell you have been putting your skills to use here in Eorzea. Henceforth, I trust you will dazzle me with your eloquence at the first time of asking.
Razzle dazzle. She's meh.
Right, on to more pressing matters. Finding Minfilia and the other missing scions.
I gather you have new information to share with us.
A new approach, actually. Tataru recounted the tale of your escape, and it gave me an idea.
So, do they, and because I don't recall, do they explain where Kryle was? Because if I remember correctly, Minfilia had something in the effect of like, I hope Kryle wakes up soon or something like that. Like she was just, they talk about it, yes. Okay, cool. Perfect. I couldn't remember. Orbital strikes, airstrikes, stray bullets, grenades, some friendly fire is inevitable for spreading democracy. Evidently, for sure. War is war. The island she was on got vaporized. Oh shit, okay. Oh, yo, Leroy, I love 14. This is my 4th time playing through it. And like, it's fantastic. It's super good. If you want a great, like, well-rounded time sink, there you go. Right here.
Simply put, assuming Thancred left some manner of trail when you whisked him away, as is almost always the case with teleportation magics, I am confident I can find and follow it.
Then what are you waiting for?
The wherewithal to do it. The fact is, my abilities aren't quite up to the task. Not in themselves, anyway. If I had Master Matoya's crystal eye, on the other hand...
Then let us all call on her forthwith. I think it best that you explain your plan to her in person.
Now Thancred's gonna return in his dope-ass gunbreaker white coat. It's gnarly. Alice mentioned, right? Boom. For Toriyama. I honestly, I don't remember how he returns, but I do remember he's... Oh, Gunbreaker is Shadowbringers? Okay, shit, my bad. At least I remember that. He does come back as a Gunbreaker, for sure. I remember the white coat and the Gunbreaker action. It was gnarly. I remember there was some choreographed, like, animation return, and it's like, god damn, dog. Like, this is what's up. That's your favorite Thancred? Hell yeah. Like, don't get me wrong, Thancred in The Realm Reborn is alright, but he's super basic. He's just gnarly with the daggers, though. Shadowbringer's just 10 out of fucking 10, man. I can't wait for it. And because it's been so long since I had played what bit of it I had played, to just really be able to, like, hunker down and focus and, like, hopefully get more bits and pieces.
You did say we were headed for a cave, did you not? Because I certainly don't see a cave nearby. Is Master Matoya meeting us on the way or something?
Shadowbringers is peak, in my opinion, is going to be a good time. Emmett Selk. I remember Emmett Selk. And I remember the big fat jerk off that, like, eats stuff. And it's big fat jerk off. Definitely does some eating. But the Crystarium is one of my, like, it goes Ishgard and then, like, the Crystarium are probably my two favorite areas.
I have heard many stories of Master Matoya, some quite flattering, others less so. Rest assured, they are all true. This way, and have care where you tread.
Yeah, so we like the same, which is good. Yeah, I love Ishgard because it's like that old architecture, like European architecture in snow levels. I love snow levels.
Oh, is that trouble I smell? Or did you forget to wipe your boots on the way in?
I didn't wipe my
Forgive
boots.
us, Master Matoya. We will be sure to wipe them on the way out. And may I say how glad I am that age has not yet deprived you of your senses.
Ever so quick-witted, aren't we? To the detriment of your manners. Well, out with it then. What do you want?
Pray, allow me to introduce myself, Master Matoya. I am Kryl, of the students of Baldessian. I hope you will excuse our unannounced visit.
Baldessian, you say? Ah, yes. The old coot set up shop on the Isle of Val, didn't he?
Regrettably, our order's headquarters and the Isle itself were obliterated by a magic of immense power.
Okay, there we go.
I have the blessing of light to thank for my own preservation.
Kryl, you too possess the Echo.
Well, yes, of course I do. Our order is devoted to uncovering the mysteries of Hydaelyn and interpreting her will, particularly through the study of her gift to us. It was in the course of these studies that I met and subsequently befriended Minfilia. She and I have rather a lot in common.
I had no idea.
You weren't supposed to. Not that I wanted to deceive you, you understand, but precautions had to be taken.
Yes, yes, that's all well and good, but you still haven't told me why you're here.
The students of Baldessian
Frog
are gone,
dancing in the
and
background.
there is naught I can do to change that. But the science of the seventh dawn can yet be restored, and my dear friend found. You have in your possession an ancient crystal of light, one you call your crystal eye. I believe I can use it to focus my abilities and locate one of the missing scions.
And there I was, thinking you might want to make use of my years of experience. Oh, wait here.
Can I have your candy serving dish, please, ma'am? I need it to find my friends in the ether.
Long did I ponder the nature of this crystal and its familiar radiance, but never did I suspect it was a crystal of light.
On the cusp of an umbral calamity, souls blessed with the power of the Echo invariably appear. To aid these, her chosen warriors, Hydaelyn bequeaths to each a slither of her strength in the form of a crystal of light. But as her strength wanes, so too does the potency of her gifts. This crystal, born of an earlier era, is infused with a power far greater than those of this age.
You could travel the length and breadth of the land and not find a crystal even a fraction as pure. Its value is beyond measure, as are the risks inherent in its use.
No two manifestations of the Echo are alike. I, for example, can converse with beings of every shape and size, excepting beasts, contrary to what others would have you believe. Language has nothing to do with it, of course. Rather, I am sensitive to the whispers of the soul. Their intent, their very essence even, the traces of which serve to guide the elementals to Y'shtola. Far-fetched though it may sound, I believe that with your crystal eye, I may be able to pick up where they left off and follow the remaining trail to Thancred. That is, if I have your permission.
Well, the poor sod's not going to find himself. So, as long as you don't drop it or take it out of my sight, you may do with it what you will.
Thank you, Master Matoya.
Kral's one of the fucking goats, dude.
Then let us begin.
Yeah, Leroy, that's it, man. That's like the only new game that I've really got my sights set on. Daybreak. How about you?
From the Black Shroud, the trail continues to the north and west, towards a mountain, the foot of Som Al. It was a near thing, but he was not deposited within the rock, I think.
The hunters of Tailfeather know those lands well. I say we begin our search there.
And I guess I can say Endwalker and Shadowbringers again, just because I haven't played them. Dawn Trail and 16 for you, right on Dark Fantasy Realms, yeah. PC players should have 16 by the end of the year. Going by what Yoshi P had said earlier today. Or that was published today. I got you, friend. I got you. Changed my plans instantly. Yeah, I mean, he said it's not going to be 2 years or a year, but stay tuned. So if it's not going to be a year, and it's not going to be, like, if it's not going to be 2 years, or he said something in the effect of, it's not going to be as long as 2 years, or a year, so stay tuned, basically. So I'd say it's probably a safe bet that we'll get like a demo probably a month before release. Daybreak for sure, but I'm gonna be a dad the week it comes out. Yo, let's go. I'm pumped for you, bro. Do you guys know what you're having? Very exciting, man. Youngblood is gonna be 5 in 8 days. You're having a wee lad, let's go! How good did it feel to not have to pull out, too, by the way? Awesome, right? Amazing. I'm psyched for you, dude. That's fucking incredible. For real. Like, you go all those times being like, not ready for a kid. Can't get pregnant now. Gotta wear a rubber. It's fine. And then it's just like, we're gonna have a kid. It's like, yay, no more rubbers! Woohoo! It's great. Looking forward to having a little gaming buddy. It's great, man. I can absolutely attest to that. It is fucking amazing, dog. Or you play roulette? Yeah, dog. Either that or your fucking pullout game is like Michael Phelps level gold. Arcadia, we're talking about 16, not Daybreak. I don't know if that's what you're meaning by it was already confirmed by Falcom, no more rumors. Yeah, we already know the Daybreak release date. That's July 5th, but we were talking about Final Fantasy 16. It'll be coming to PC by year's end, going by what Yoshi P said. Sorry, hang on. No, disarm. Get that out of there. No, I don't want to not see it, but there we go. Better. Oh, okay. Yeah, sorry. I didn't see that comment up there. My bad. Yeah, Nordics is going to be here in the fall. They just haven't given a hard date yet. But yeah, that's going to be in the fall. Right on. Sorry. I have to concentrate because I'm having a hard time. We're just going to hell with it. Sorry, duder. I did not see you mention Nordics. Yeah. That one I'm still personally going to hold off on. Until I play 9 to maybe hopefully renew my interest in the East franchise. And I'm only going to play it because I already have it. So it's like, all right, we'll give it a try. Were I to find myself in an unfamiliar wilderness, my first instinct would be to seek out signs of civilization. Ordinarily, perhaps, but in his wounded state, he may not have wished to risk contact with strangers of unknown allegiance. Yet, even had Thancred chosen to remain in the forest, the hunters would surely have stumbled across his trail. Tailfeather doesn't strike me as an isolated outpost, though. Merchants and traders pass through reasonably regularly, do they not? In which case, we'll need to provide a more detailed description when we question the locals. Fear not, Kryle. I have already prepared several sketches of Thancred for that very purpose. Poor, what's up, man? Thank you for contributing to the Gambler Jack. Cozy reading. This is impressive. You drew him from memory. A skilled I acquired some years ago for a reason I no longer remember. I propose we split into 2 pairs. Y'shtola and I will inquire at the outlying encampments, while Vance and Kryle question the residents of Tailfeather. Afterwards, we shall regroup near Loth Astvarth and share our findings. Assuming there are no objections, let us be about it. But yeah, Leroy, I'm psyched for you, man. That's amazing. My, he certainly has matured, hasn't he? Hard to imagine he was once a boy who practiced drawing for hours to impress young ladies. Anyway, we had best get started. Find me when you've finished making your rounds. It's great, man. Just savor every moment. Like, literally. Excited, but also shitting? Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's a life-changing experience. There's nothing you can do to like prepare yourself for it either. It happens and you just got to go with the flow. That's all you can do. You'll react wildly to every noise, every sound, every cry. Like it's natural. You're like, what do I do? And then you just, you get your bearings and you just kind of go with the flow. That's literally all you can do. The best advice I could give you in your mommy to be. Days winding down, things are good. I'm just about to finish Cold Steel 1, getting that much closer. Right on, man. Hope you're enjoying it. Looks like I'll be caught up for Daybreak. Bingo, dog. You got till the summer, so enjoy it. It's like, we're America's Most Wanted. Have you seen this, man? Dude, sure is. Hi, I've got a sketch. Would you like to look at it? Tell me where my friend is. So now spending my weekends doing DIY, ready for when Wee Man gets here. Right on. Yeah, it's great, man. And it's seriously, like, all the cliches you hear about how time flies like that. It does. It does. Like, Youngblood's going to be 5. He's going to be 5 in 8 days. And that still boggles my mind. But every day, every week, he just becomes more and more of his own person, and I fucking live for it. Mornings when he sleeps in, we get to play video games together. Like, it's rad. It's a great time. We got T-ball coming up in the spring. He has already told me and Mom that he is 100% out on swim lessons. He doesn't want to do them again. We'll try that in another couple of years, maybe if he wants to. Same thing with with skiing. He is not about it, and hopefully next year he will give it another try if he wants to. Yeah, man, it's crazy. Crazy, because, like, I look at old pictures of him, dude, and it's like, geez, like, dude. I'm sure you guys will be able to see it on my phone, maybe. Where is it? It's a great picture of, like, I'm sure you guys may or may not be able to see it. Oh, this way. But, like, baby Youngblood and Walter, and that was right around his first Christmas. That was his first Christmas, man. And it's still just, it blows my mind. And then this was his first, this was his first Christmas. Time just flies, dude. What's up, Lothars? I have a complaint. How can you be even more handsome since the last time I saw you? It's not true. It's all fallacy. I have not gotten cuter. But how are you, man? What's going on? How's your guys' weekend? Fan of Little Miss doing well, I hope? Yes, we're gonna burn some fucking rocket fuel. You guys get rid of any of that snow yet?
Finished? In that case, I think we've learned everything we can here. Let's see what the others have found out.
Doing well, enjoying the warm spell? Yeah, they are. Little Miss had a sleepover? Yo, right on. How'd that go? Warm spell is good. Today was weird. It was like 45 degrees up with like 30-mile-an-hour winds. Started to melt really good. Good. Good, good, good. Yeah, because first day of spring is on Youngblood's birthday, too. 8 days and it'll be spring. 36? Is that Celsius or Fahrenheit? Up to 40 this week? Bingo. Is that your gay bulg, or are you just happy to see me? Oh, Fahrenheit, gotcha. Yeah, they're saying about the end of the week it should be, like 52, which is nice. My apologies. Shit.
Many have made camp in inaccessible locations, ideal for hunting game, not so receiving visitors.
65 tomorrow? Count me in. I want that.
Nevertheless, our time proved well spent. There have been countless sightings of an exceptionally capable Huron hunter with whom no one is familiar. Though no one chanced to see the man's face, his height and build match Thancred's description, as does his fighting prowess.
Yeah, I would take 60 all year long myself. 60, 65, that's perfect. Partly cloudy.
So you have heard the same tales. Be that as it may, we yet want for conclusive proof. Mayhap this is unrelated, but I heard a curious tale regarding a Vath trader. He came to Tailfeather in search of garments fit for a man of refinement, which seemed a rather curious description for one of his kind. You are implying that Thancred sent a Vath to market in his stead. Why would he not go himself? Well, if you recall, you yourself emerged from the livestream as naked as your name day. It is a scene I shall never forget. Is it now?
Hubba hubba.
Well, I was pleased to see you. I mean, it was a simple statement of fact. It stands to reason that Thancred found himself in the same, predicament. In any case, if he had dealings with the Vath, they should be able to tell us, no?
He was just like, hunka hunka burning love. And she's like, oh, really? He's like, I mean, no.
/ yeah? Quite right, Krile, quite right.
Pardon. Oh shit! Going back?
Well, what are we waiting for? For all we know, Thancred could be waiting for us in Loth Ast Vath. We must go and see the Vath right away. Come along, everyone, come along.
Yeah, dude. I'll say 70 is probably my ideal. Like, I would be good with 70 as well. But if it was just like, what's your good to go? I'd say 65 if I'm not being greedy. Not to say that you're being greedy, but yeah, I'd say I could do 65. Partly cloudy. 70 does sound nice as well, though. Slight breeze.
Click, click. Great hunters, we welcome you once more to Loth Ast Vath. What do you seek this day?
We seek a man with whom we were told you may have had certain dealings.
How curious. The hunters tire of godly sport and pursue mortal prey.
No, he is not prey, but a friend long missing.
Click, click. Good, good. He is a friend to the Vath as well, one with whom we have traded many times.
Truly? And you're quite certain it was this man?
There is no doubt. The fleshling clothed in skins came to us from Somal, lost and weak. He offered meat and hides in trade, and in exchange, we tended his wounds. He brought us much flesh, so skilled a hunter he was. Much flesh. When he asked for garments, we were glad to provide them.
And where is he now?
Gone to Lost Arthnath, not long ago, when he heard that the One Mind had summoned our god once more.
Ravana is returned? Vidofnir did say that the Nath had grown as before, but what could Thancred hope to accomplish by himself? Honored Elder, we thank you for your help. Would that we could repay this kindness ere we depart, but we must hasten to our comrade's side.
Go, great hunters, lest the Nath claim him as a sacrifice.
Oh, horseshoe crab people. Click, click, boom. Straight down, boogie woogie.
My Y'shtola, you look wonderful. I'm naked, Alphino. I mean...
He was like, oh, I didn't mean anything by it. You look smoking hot, by the way. Pleasure to hoot you. Nice to nipple. I mean... Just stumble over all his words. Horny to see you. I mean, happy to see you. God help me. Bow, 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 bow. All right, who wants to get slaughtered? I am Goldberg. Who's next? Hey, you. You're next. Actually, maybe I should do this as Dark Knight just for Valimar. Just slaughtered a bunch of people gathering berries and fruits and shit. Where's our friend? Mah!
Who else could be? Thancred. It could be Thancred. We must hurry.
Oh, it's Ardbert! Ah, the Warriors of Darkness! Badass. I love the level 50 Black Mage outfit.
This day, we reclaim the reins of history. This day, we rid ourselves of the Ascians forever.
Is it the same voice actor from here on out too? for Ardbert?
Fools playing at heroes, all of you. Is this how you believe you can save your world?
So yeah, that's the dude that did that played Gendry Baratheon from Game of Thrones. I later found out.
We can and we will, Ascian. You shall see. Or perhaps you will not.
Limit break.
So you are the warrior of light, the savior of Eorzea.
They sat down at some point after A Realm Reborn and just wrote everything up to at least Shadowbringers, and it starts to show. That's dope. Yeah, being able to see them right now. I forgot that we saw them this early on. I do remember now that towards like the latter bits of the patch content for Heavensward, you see a lot more of them.
It's a wonder you didn't come sooner, what with the primal and all. Lost a step, have we?
Have care. The ether moves strangely around him.
It would seem we share a common enemy. Mayhap you would tell us who you are.
The Pope's final moments were the first hint toward stuff that doesn't come to fruition until like late Shadowbringers. Okay.
Shall we show them?
Jesus. Wow, there he is! Let's go! Yeah, definitely not my favorite Thancred outfit. Captain Jack Thancred. Dog, we need more choreographed fights like this. Fucking bitchin', dude.
Not very sporting of you to interrupt, but so be it. Mark well our faces, warrior of light, for we are the warriors of darkness, walkers of a different path, and we shall meet again.
Warriors of Darkness? Really?
They shop at Hot Topic. Love it.
Thancred, are you all right?
Pleasantries can wait. I'd rather not be here when the Nath arrive. Agreed?
Hop in my car. Your car? Are you talking Ardbert when he's just like, all right, we gotta go. There's more than I remember, to be fair. I would have said that there weren't many till Shadowbringers, but they sprinkled them throughout pretty well. Yeah, and that's why, like, this replay will help going forward, too. Yo, Leroy, my best to you and the family. Have a great night, my man. Hey, what's up, Navasa? How are you, man?
Suffice it to say, our reunion was not at all as I pictured it. Waiting until the last instant to join the fray. 'Tis plain you have not lost your appetite for the dramatic.
My appetite for the dramatic? Have you forgotten the circumstances of our parting? The heroic last stand, the tunnel filling with light, and then... Had I known you intended to use forbidden magics to deliver me to some god's forsaken wilderness, I would have thanked you in advance.
Thancred.
If nothing else, you might have warned me that I would emerge from the live stream in the altogether. Eventually, I managed to fashion knives from some obsidian I found, and set about hunting for meat and hides. Given that I'm not all that skilled in leatherworking, it's probably for the best that I met the Vath before I was reunited with you.
So you were the fleshling clothed in skins of whom the storyteller spoke?
A description which fit me as ill as the skins themselves. Happily, I was able to trade with the Vath for garments better becoming a man of refinement.
Homie, you gotta grow out them chin pubes a little bit thicker.
From them, I learned of Ravana, and of the great warrior who had once laid him low.
And thence did you conclude that were you to track the Primal's movements, it would surely bring you into contact with the Scions once more.
It seemed a reasonable assumption. I could think of no one else with your enthusiasm for slaying beastmen gods. Until now, that is.
Ah, yes. The self-proclaimed Warriors of Darkness. 'Tis only fitting that they stand in opposition to the Warrior of Light, I suppose.
I glimpsed the leaders past, if only for a moment. They were confronting a man in black. An Ascian, I think.
If these warriors are capable of doing battle with Ascians and Primals both, they must be possessed of powerful protection. Protection not unlike the Echo.
Thancred killing a giant ass bear with some rocks while naked is pretty metal fucking image. Yeah, for sure. It's a bad mamma jamma. He's like, I made some knives out of stone, and then me and this squirrel took down a fucking grizzly. No problem. Oh, well, why not? I can't do that. Wrong button. Why, thank you. It was fun. Blessed with the power of the Echo, and driven to put down Primals. Despite his declaration that they walk a different path, I struggle to see how their goals conflict with ours. Nor is that the only oddity. I find it passing strange that such exceptional individuals should have wholly escaped our notice until now. Surely we would have heard rumors and attempted to recruit them to our cause. I recall no such adventurers, and I would not soon forget their like, nor would any of us, I think. One of our primary duties was to scour the city-states for promising candidates, which is how Ida and Papalimo found Vance. Ah, the memories.
It seems like only yesterday that you slew your first primal. Speaking of which, I had the distinct impression that it was not the first time that band of merry men and women had killed a god. I labor to believe that a band of preternaturally gifted adventurers has been traveling the land slaying primals without our knowledge. 'Twould imply gross negligence on our part. Speculation will avail us not. There is far too much that we do not know. For the present, we must needs concentrate on what we do know, namely that Lord Ravana is no more again. Vidofnir must be informed. The news may render her more receptive to Sir Emric's invitation. Since you seem to have affairs here well in hand, I shall take my leave. Simply being in the vicinity of this colony is giving me a stinking headache. If you have need of me, I shall be with Master Matoya. I would beg her assistance with the search for Minfilia. Wait, Minfilia is missing? I thought she escaped with Vance. I shall explain on the road. Much has happened in your absence. That's when I started in Limsa. Stola had some unique lines there since she found me. Oh. Well, shit. Well, yeah, we gotta go Uptown Funk. Pardon. I had not thought to see thee again so soon, mortal. If thou seekest the night, know that she hath long since departed for Ishgard. My thanks, Vidofnir, but it was not for her that we came. We bring good tidings for you and yours. Lord Ravana, who had been summoned by the Nath, has again been laid low. Truly, once more you mortals have succeeded where mine own kin did fail. You have our deepest thanks. Would that we could take credit, the god fell by another's hand. Another? Revelation upon revelation. Regardless, it is cause for celebration. The Nath will have no choice but to withdraw. But to another matter, I have tidings for thee as well. Regarding the Ishgardian's invitation, as promised, I brought the matter to my sire. Hearken to his answer now. For 1,000 years have I mourned my beloved, who gave her life to forge a peace thy king betrayed. Such was my lot until a child of Ishgard came unto me. For want of warmth she wrapped herself in a dream. Yet the world will remember her deeds. For truth she fought. For justice she sinned. For redemption she sacrificed and became as light. To follow one's heart, to have faith in one's convictions, be it for weal or be it for woe. Such is the folly and the glory of man and of dragon. He hath entrusted the choice to us, and we have made it. We will keep faith with you who walk in the light. Then you accept Sir Aemric's invitation. Beautiful song. I love it so much. Let it be known that I, Vidofnir, shall journey unto Ishgard on behalf of my people. We are honored to receive your answer and will convey your words to our allies without delay. It is happening, Saleh. Would that you were here to see it.
Pour one out.
Even as the Scions celebrated the return of a long-lost friend, honorable men plotted to deprive them of another.
Don't do it, man.
Honorable men, to whom Sir Emmerich was no hero, but a scheming patricide.
Fuck! How did I forget about this?
Honorable men who would fain wash the paving stones of foundation with the tyrant's blood. Honorable men whose knife in the dark was the spark which set the city aflame, and who sang as it burned.
Dude, I don't fucking remember that. Jesus. Holy shit, man. Back to the foundation. Golly. Beautiful song. Bad time to do it, but I gotta break the seal, so BRB. I'm sorry, dude. I didn't... When you gotta go, you gotta go. Kicha! Good morning. Dude, I don't mean to blue ball anybody at any time. Swear to God, it's never by design. Bladder goes, you go, and I go, I go. So I go, and here we are. Now we're back. Now we're getting to it. Sorry. Right, let us not keep Sir Emmerich waiting. Are you quite well, Thancred? Yes, quite well. Forgive me. You have given me rather a lot to digest. This whole affair with the Ishgardians and the Dravanians, and our friends nowhere to be found. I mean, they were blue a while ago. It's been a bit. Balls bluer than Estinian's armor. 'Twould seem there is no end to our troubles. We can but face them head on, one at a time. For now, we must apply ourselves to our allotted tasks and leave the others to theirs. Remember, Thancred, we found you as they found me. In time, we will find Yda and Popolimo and Minfilia as well. These troubles will soon be but a memory, one which we will look back on together. Yo, look at this guy. He's got the fucking right idea. This guy's got the right idea. I dig it. I respect the shit out of it. Pray, do not misunderstand. I did not mean to imply that it would be otherwise. I merely wish that I had rejoined our grand adventures at one of its more triumphal moments. Despite your recent accomplishments, the mood here is less than celebratory. But I have no doubt that we will enjoy many more glorious victories soon enough, and you may rest assured that I will play my part in them to the very hilt. I know you will. So then, to the congregation. Whoa. What is this? The fuck is this, man? Can I get this outfit? That's disgusting. That's a Dark Knight. No, it is. I want that. I just want the flaming hell. I don't want, like, the ring on the back. I don't need jet boosters, but fuck me running. Is that sweet? Level 610? Golly, Purgatory Helm of Fending. I want that. That's the 8-man raid armor from Endwalker? Dude. Can I get this without, like, the fiery back? Jesus, dude. Can I try it on? Oh, I can! Oh, my goodness. That is disgusting. Huh. Noir Nova, thanks so much for the follow, man. Welcome to Brutopia. Pleasure to meet you. Thanks for being here. The ring is non-negotiable? Dude, I don't want the ring. It comes with the ring? Oh, I don't want I just want the outfit sans ring. I'm sorry, sans ring. Oh, and it's Gunbreaker. I'm sorry, I'm an idiot. It's not dark. My bad. Fudge, dude. That is so tight, though. The ring is non-negotiable, though. I'll get the helmet and something else, then. Tank sheer gear. That's true. Yeah. Pass on the Ring of Fire. Sorry. Pass on the Ring of Fire. I don't need jet thrusters. I don't need it. Oh shit, dude, I went to the wrong spot. Of course I did. Imagine that. I'll follow the feelsies. Bamrick getting stabbed was sad. Bamrick? Oh, gotcha, my bad. I had to read that twice, obviously, because I'm a buffoon like that. Don't mind me. I totally forgot that it friggin' happened, man. Dude, that... I can't get over that helmet of fire. Disgusting. I need that. Nowish. You have returned. In this, at least, the fates are kind. Greetings, First Commander.
It pleases me to inform you that Vidofnir has accepted Sir Emric's invitation. She has? These are glad tidings indeed. Would that Lord Commander were here to hear them. Ah, is he otherwise engaged? Aye, sleeping off a knife to the gut. What? What happened? Will he live?
That's a word.
The Chirurgians?
I can't read that.
Tell me he will make a full recovery. But had Lord Edmont and Lord Artorial not been on hand when the assassin struck, he would not have been so fortunate. For a mercy, they subdued the fiend before he could land the telling blow. The attack was just beginning, though. Not long after, buildings all around the city, including several of ours, burst into flames. Bastards caught us completely by surprise. We've been dousing the fires, but for every one we put out, it seems like 2 more start up. Casualties are mounting, especially in the Broom.
Okay, yeah, when they say it, it'll make more sense. Kyurgens just means healer? Gotcha, okay.
'Tis plain these fires were started by the assassins' conspirators. Until they had been rounded up, there will be no end to this. Will you help us find them?
And slaughter every last one of them.
Then let us be about it.
Surely they will die by my hand. I'm not gonna snap his shoulder. I am going to just... Hey, meow. Whoa, that's what's up. Some 240 gear for realsies? Nice. It's all about the glamour, though. God, I wish this were voiced, though.
The flames are spreading. We must needs begin our investigation immediately. Witnesses must be found. Suspects must be identified. Have you been able to determine the precise locations where the fires were set? Mayhap there is a pattern. If there is, we have yet to discern it. Fires have been reported throughout the city in both the pillars and foundation. Indeed, given the size of the area affected, I think it is best to divide our forces. Master Alphino and Mistress Ishtola, I would have you take charge of the investigation and foundation. As you wish. Mayhap Tataru can be of assistance as well. Meaning Vance and me get the pillars. Oh, they'll light me up there. Only question is, will the grizzled old rogue strike and oppose over there be joining us? Sacred of the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, and may I say what a pleasure it is to meet you too, milady. Well, Bet, the name's Hilda, a Scion, eh? And there I was thinking I'd found a fellow ruffian amongst us, ruffian amongst all these illustrious personages. I will remain here to coordinate the fire-quenching effort. If you learn aught of value, pray inform me immediately. That is all. Well, we could begin by sifting through charred rubble and questioning random passerby. In my experience, every town has at least one individual who can be counted on to know things he or she should not. Oh, aye, the infamous Lord Imendelian, de Fortemps, lover of women and wine. Though neither care for him that much. They say he could gossip for Ishgard. Just the sort of fellow I had in mind. Capital suggestion, Vance. The bit the Coys are most liking, making an effort to be seen. So let's go and see him. It's not New Game Plus per se. I had last played it was like 4 years ago. It was when Shadowbringers came out. I had done a complete new replay then. After having done a replay up until Heavensward, when Heavensward first came out many moons ago. So I had gotten up until patch 5.2 in Shadowbringers, but like I said,
that was 4 years ago, so my, you know, recollection of a lot of events, super shaky at best.
Grizzled I will accept, but old?
So I had started a completely new account on Steam. I had, all my old account had been on just Mog Station, but it was just more advantageous for me to manage my account on Steam, more so because for like Christmas, birthdays, like whatever, I always ask my wife to like Steam gift cards. Like that's all I want. So being able to use like my Steam funds to, you know, buy sub time. What is my goal in this playthrough? To get current through Endwalker. But once we've only got another 10 days on my sub, so we're hopefully going to get through to Stormblood. We're going to take a break. We're going to do an OG Final Fantasy VII modded run, and then we'll come back to Stormblood after. We're just kind of, I've been taking breaks in between expansions. But yeah, my goal in this playthrough is just to get current to Endwalker. I want to get to Endwalker. Dawn Trail, depending on when it drops this summer, if we're current, that's to be seen. I'm not sure just yet because we have Trails Through Daybreak coming out. Big Trails fan, and that's the next Western release coming out. That takes priority for me. So we have to go see who? Captain Stabbins? Oh, that's right. Right. He wants to be seen. He shall be seen. I need Dawn Trail to be late summer. Yeah, I would take late summer or even in the fall because I don't know of anything dropping in the fall. You know what I mean? Like nothing new dropping in the fall. So even if it came out in the fall, I'd be good with that too.
Well, if it isn't Vance, dearest of all my friends. You're looking rather glum. Something the matter, old boy? Ah, yes, the arsons. Dreadful business, that. And awfully curious, wouldn't you say? There doesn't seem to be any rhyme or reason to it at all. Naturally, we've doubled the guard outside the manor, along with most of the other houses. Can't have the old pile going up in flames, after all. Oh, in case you were wondering why the Hoplon is awash with refugees, the lower levels of the vault have been open to those unfortunate souls who had lost their homes. Sir Emmerich's orders, from what I hear. Remarkable man. Not even a knife in the ribs can keep him from his duties. Actually, old boy, if you are thinking of questioning the refugees, I should be more than happy to accompany you to the Hoplon. While you conduct your inquiries, I could offer words of comfort to the distressed and despondent young maidens. Dude's looking for an inn. Wait a moment. I know who that is. You're giving me one of your looks, aren't you? You do me an injustice, old boy. I will have you know my heart yearns for but one rose, prickly though she may be. I sense you remain unconvinced. Very well. If it will help to prove the purity of my intentions, I shall gracefully rescind my offer. Now run along and catch those arsonists. That was not entirely what I'd hoped for. Whose idea was it to come here again? Never mind. For our next step, I suggest we divide our efforts. While you question the refugees in Hoplon, Vance, I shall investigate the locations where the fires were set. Would you be so good as to join me, Hilda? You know what? I reckon I would. Can't have you roaming about in an unfamiliar city by your lonesome, can we? You'd only be robbed blind and left shivering in your small clothes. Yo, Hilda's great. Most people believe late August. That would be fine. Think I hated this guy more than anyone else? He just seems like a DB for sure. Hoplon. Oh, my bad. I meant to do that on the old map there. Trying to think of like one person that I've met so far in game that I've like detested.
He gives me secondhand embarrassment in certain scene. Secondhand embarrassment is a thing for sure. That's what I was talking about at the beginning of stream. Going back as an adult now and watching Full House, you're like, oh, this is just fucking embarrassing. Kurt Russell. It's him, you can see it. Come, my brothers and sisters, there is food and shelter enough for all in the Basilica. Elone's blessing be upon you, Father. I confess we were not sure if we should come. There are so many unbelievable tales these days about the Archbishop and Sir Emmerich and the Dravanians. Trust in your heart, brother, and pay no heed to the lies of lesser men. They seek only to lead you astray. Quick head snap. Do you require succor as well, sir? No, you see what happened was the dog got out, got beyond the fence, chasing the mailman. So the Temple Knights have begun their investigation at last. Good. This madness has gone on far too long. Would that I could do something to aid you in your search, but I have a duty to these poor souls. Farewell, and may the Fury guide your steps.
There was a man with a satchel. I saw him kneeling outside the windows, and there was smoke everywhere, and it was so hot, and I couldn't breathe. I don't remember how I made it out. I suppose I must have climbed. Maybe my arm's getting better after all.
Ah, there you are. Anything to share? We will require more than muddled testimony of a traumatized girl if we're to identify the culprits. While you were questioning the refugees, we inspected the scenes of several of the fires, including one near St. Raymond's Cathedral and another near the Tribunal. For a mercy, neither structure suffered significant damage. Some might say that they were spared by the grace of the Fury. Others might question how such ruthlessly efficient arsonists contrived to fail so miserably on 2 occasions, when their target was a bastion of Ishgardian orthodoxy. Nothing conclusive, but of course, but it does give one cause to wonder. Alphinaud will doubtless have an opinion. Midgar Summer, you're always in the way, bud. Is it at the bottom of the... Is it inside Forgotten Night? Probably. Sorry, excuse me. No, it's downtown Bonanza. Into the Broom. Plunk.
Silence will avail you not, sir. Ah, Vance, I was just about to summon you. As you can see, we have detained a suspect. We found this man loitering near the remains of one of the stricken buildings. According to eyewitnesses, he was also present before the fires broke out. We wished to have words. He did not, so we insisted.
Let me go, damn it! You've got the wrong man!
My, but you reek of oil! And are those burns on your hands? An occupational hazard, I suppose. But tell me, does arson pay well?
I'm a victim, you imbecile! Look at me!
Aye, that you are, after a fashion. You should know that your pious patron has already spun us a delightful yarn about how his pet mongrel slipped the leash and set about burning half the city to the ground. Not very noble of him, I grant you, but then these highborn types rarely do show loyalty to their pets. In fact, I called you rabid and begged us to put you down. He called you rabid and begged us to put you down.
That's bollocks! He's the one that told me to keep going! Yeah, talk. Even as a sinner such as me could find salvation in the Fury's work, he said. I'd left it behind, tried to with all my heart. Said my prayers every day, ate my vitamins just like a regular old Hulkamaniac, like a good man. But he came to me. He came to me!
And there you have it. Hilda, would you be so kind as to escort our friend here to the congregation? Aye, so long as you don't mind if he's limping when he gets there. That was incredible, Thancred. But how did you know he would confess? Well, I've seen his like before. A troubled soul manipulated by men of power and wielded as a weapon. I could not be certain, of course, but given the stakes, I thought it worth the risk. And if our captive had called your bluff? Must we entertain hypotheticals? The world as it is vexing enough. Thank you, Thancred. Whether by luck or judgment, we have at last confirmed that the arsons were orchestrated by a person or persons of influence. I think it's best that we now return to the congregation and discuss how best to proceed.
Pardon? Is there a way to get Estinian's dragoon armor with the broken horn on the helmet? I think that would be rad to get to.
On behalf of the Holy See of Ishgard, I thank you all. The man you apprehended is being interrogated as we speak. Though he fell silent upon realizing that we had not turned his master, he will soon tell us what he knows, one way or another. Pardon the intrusion, First Commander. Ah, Lord Artorial. Are you here to see your father? He is attending Sir Emric in his chambers at present. I am. He bid me bring his salve. Then do not let me detain you, and thank you for your kindness, my lord. In times of trouble, every man must do his part. Would that I could do more. my Lord Artorial did not seem to be in his best spirits. 'Tis little wonder, Master Alphino. His father is widely slandered, and his half-brother not yet cold in the grave.
What color was the broke horn gear? Red. It was when he went like full Super Saiyan with Nidog's eyes. Oh, I have to pick one or the other. Primal accessories of slaying. Would I use slaying for my dark? So no, there's only a blue and purple version of that style. Well, I have the blue version, and I know the purple version. I want that with the busted horn. That would be gnarly to have. I would think slaying. Slaying for my dark. Or would I do fending for my dark? I honestly don't know. These are pretty good. If you don't have crafted or tome accessories for tank or physical DPS, pick one. Tank is fending. Okay. Then fending it is. Neato! That helps the cause. And it's a full set too. Hot diggity dog. Fuck yeah. Woo! Bingo bango. Feels good. Just need it. So now, yeah, I just need like one Shire ring, basically. Yeah, pretty damn close is right. Yeah, I'll just get that one ring. The one ring to rule them all. And then let's see for healing. I mean, I guess I could get this stuff for my scholar, right? Kite shield.
I do not mean to diminish our accomplishments, but until we identify the ones who ordered the fires set, our work is far from finished.
Yeah, I don't either.
Between the various conservative and religious factions in Ishgard, I dare say there's no shortage of parties who would like to see the status quo preserved. Do any likely suspects spring to mind?
Far too many to count.
My man!
Lord Commander, your wounds.
Are healing well. Thank you. Time is of the essence. Lest we forget, these men would sooner put their own city to the torch than see it change. When our enemies learn that we have apprehended their arsonist, there is no telling how they will react.
Lord Commander, an armed mob has seized control of the vault.
And now we know. Tell us what happened, sir. Spare no detail.
We were directing refugees into the Basilica, as you ordered, when all of a sudden, men brandishing weapons were all around us. It happened so fast, my lord. We had no time to respond. They've taken the refugees hostage and barricaded themselves inside the vault.
And they sent you to deliver their demands.
They, the true brothers of the faith, demand that a conclave to select the next archbishop be held forthwith. Furthermore, they declare that you, Lord Commander, are guilty of patricide and high treason, and that you must surrender yourself at once to receive of the Fury's judgment.
Makes sense now why there was a bit of a cutscene talking to that guy.
Ridiculous. I mean, do they honestly think that executing Sir Emmerich would change anything? That the truth will somehow die with him?
These fundamentalists rage against the passing of the old ways, unable to accept there can be no going back.
Given the fanciful nature of their demands, a peaceful resolution does not seem likely. If the hostages are to be rescued, it will be by force, I fear.
Agreed. Lucia, take a contingent of knights and establish a perimeter outside the entrance.
At once, Lord Commander.
Hilda, I need your people out in force throughout the Broom. When word spreads of the situation, the friends and family of the hostages may try to take matters into their own hands. I will not give these militants more targets. I shall lead the assault on the vault. Master Alphino, can I count on the support of the Scions?
Goddamn right.
Of course.
We are in your debt.
He's itching.
I shall join you as well, Lord Commander.
Hell yeah, let's go.
Your assistance is most welcome, Lord Artoirel. To arms, then,
It
friends.
is not a Toriel.
Time is
Sorry.
against us.
Go figure the Italian guy's not French. This guy. They streamlined it so people can get through those accessories plus your job armor and finish with the whole expansion. Right on. Nice of them to do. Quite nice, for sure. The anchorage rip roaring and ready to go. Did they shorten any of the post patches? I don't know for Heavensward. Obviously, you're probably familiar. They definitely did with the Realm Reborn. I mean, I feel like I could do it with my Dark Knight at 61. I mean, dude, considering, like, post-patch to Stormblood is only 44 quests, that is light years better than the 75-ish, 70-ish, however many it is that you had to go to get into Heavensward. Listen well. We will enter the Basilica silently via the gate. According to our latest reports, there are at least 6 hostages being held within. The numbers and readiness of the true brothers of the faith are unknown. I am told one claimed to have served under Thordan the Seventh. Might the same be true of the rest? Given the swiftness with which they seized control of the vault, I think it highly likely, yes. Which means that they may well possess the knowledge required to turn the building's defenses against us. Be that as it may, we have no choice but to press on, Lord Artois. Sorry, I can't say it, I'm not French. I just can't pronounce it. You are a brave man and true, and none would dare question your honor if you choose not to risk your life in this endeavor. Are you certain you wish to join us? I am no stranger to the battlefield, Sir Emmerich. My arm will not falter. My shield will not break. Helone is my witness. We will bring these fanatics to justice. Well said, my lord. Friends, follow me. Just kidding. The cuts happened when they didn't make the post-expansions 150 quests in the first place. For the story. I can't. I'm committed to story as the Edgelord Dragoon. Let's fuck shit up.
Down with you!
I don't mind slow torture, but it's the slowed pace of events and aligning the story to go into the next chapter that kicks my butt. What, in A Realm Reborn?
You underestimate me.
Gee whiz. From what I remember, like, post Heavensward is friggin' dope, too. A Realm Reborn, oh, okay, so gotcha. So pretty much all of them, in your opinion. Like, I'm good with it, personally. Post A Realm Reborn, slog, for sure. But, like, it's like the last 10, 15 quests leading into Heavensward is, like, where it starts to ramp up, and I'm like, let's go. Ready for it. And then, yeah, from what I recall, post Heavensward, which I don't remember much of it, is pretty badass as well. And I love how they set things up. That's just me personally, but I can see where you're coming from, Nova. Sir Semionard, lay down your arms and release the hostages, and you will be shown mercy. I give you my word. Ha! The word of a heretic and kinslayer? I would sooner trust a dragon. Activate the knights. We shall show the hostages the same mercy they show the Archbishop. Sir, your helmet makes you look like a wiener. You have wiener head. Unlike you, Sir Emmerich, I'm a man of honor. By my hand you shall receive of the Fury's judgment. So it is to be a trial then, Lord Artois. Vance, leave us and save the hostages. I will deal with Sir Semionard. I remember trying to help out there the first time and getting my ass whooped on right here. Like I accidentally let the hostage die and I didn't know any better because I was like, what am I supposed to do? What am I doing? You gotta protect your bonds. Dude, like I think I did it like once with the NPCs. They work awesome. I was shocked. They work super damn good. Shit, we probably gotta do it the other way, huh? Yeah, like, I was legit flabbergasted. Like, damn, dude, I was like, the NPCs do work. Yeah, and that's awesome. It can be used as a tool. That's what's up. And now we go back to Emmerich, right? Hey, I'm, you know, just making sure.
This knight does not yield! And then, yeah, like if you're ever looking to practice on a new job, like Palace of the Dead, great. Strip your taskbar and then just learn it as you go. It's really super helpful. Where is he? Where is he? Come no closer! You have nowhere to run. Release the girl and surrender.
Surrender to whom? The blasphemer who throws wide the gates to our enemy? Who breaks bread with him and calls him brother? Ungodly swine! I would sooner die than surrender to you.
Is it godly to spill the blood of an innocent child? To burn the homes of your brothers? Tell me, priest, is that godly?
Do not speak to me of godliness, heathen! Your father's blood is on your hands, as is hers!
What the fuck, man? What a fucking loon. Let's go! Yeah!
What? But I...
Love it! Vinofnia! Let's go. Feels real fucking good. That gave me a good old fresh batch of chills. Woo!
Vidofnir!
Well met, knight. Mayhap I chose an inopportune moment.
Not at all. Pray forgive us this most unworthy reception. We are honored to have you with us, and right glad of your aid.
Fortune delivered the child unto me. I had but to receive her.
Thank you for saving me.
Thou art welcome, child.
Music just so good.
Never did I think to be indebted to so unexpected a savior. But full glad am I to be so.
Friend of Izel, warrior of warriors, I had hoped to meet with thee. I bear a message from my sire.
From Gracefelder?
Upon returning to our lands, Nidhogg's shade did sing unto his brood, and they for skies unknown did then take wing. This thou must know, for your fates are inextricably bound.
What of Estinian? Is he truly lost to us?
Such matters are beyond my ken. I but bear my father's words. Take from them what thou wilt. Fare you well, mortals.
I don't know what it is, but the eye animations for most of the human characters goes so hard. And it's so I don't know how to describe it, but The effort they put into the animations in character eyes is just like, especially in that moment with the priest.
A most unexpected turn of events, but not an unwelcome one. The people will not soon forget this day.
Yet how will they choose to remember it, Sir Emmerich? And will these events serve to bring man and dragon closer together, or drive a deeper wedge between brothers? After 1,000 years, the world these men once knew is changing, and with ungentle swiftness to boot. Though their actions are misguided, their sentiments are only to be expected. You may be sure that others will rally to their cause. I share your desire for a lasting peace with the Javanians, I do. But I would not see it built on the bones of our countrymen, nor on our own. I see much of Horsefon you, and I could not bear to mourn the passing of another son.
Lord Edmund.
Dang, dude. Yo, Surly Feline, what's happening? How are you? No Stormblood yet. We're just moving. We're getting there. We're getting there. Helping me kill 2 birds, 1 stone, farming diadem for achievement, and going back to remember story. Well, right on, dude. Glad we're able to help, Nova. Hoshfon, pour one out. This has been a day of surprises, has it not? 'Tis but a pity Virofnir could not stay longer. Yes, I think it's fair to say that she timed her departure rather less well than her arrival. I'm fine, work pissed me off, but what's new? Yeah, I get you. Yo comprendo. Couple more days till Friday. We're almost there. It was alright. Day was okay, work-wise. Slow / kind of busy. I know that doesn't make any sense, but being down a guy, boss is on vacay, so. But, excuse me. Other than that, still hating daylight savings with a fucking unbridled passion. I'll blame whoever it is I can blame that it's still a thing. I wish it was a couple, like everything else. This spring forward thing sucks. Yeah, badly. Well, time scarcely does it justice, but one moment later would have been a moment too late. Yeah, down with daylight savings. I don't give a shit who it's because of. Internal clock demands we turn it back, same here. It'll be light out till 8 o'clock at night. Listen to that, it totally contradicts itself. Light at night. No. No! Wintertime, dark at 4, I'm okay with that. It's a cold, dark time of the year. We'll get over it. Summertime, it gets dark by 6. Okay. I'm also fine with that. Because it's 6 p.m. It's 6 in the evening, almost at night. Yeah, this staying light till 8 o'clock thing, it's for the birds. Give me back my hour of sleep and then get rid of daylight savings forever. Let us pray that the Ishgardians who yet harbor doubts will take these events to heart and accept the truth of Sir Emmerich's words. Well, 'tis only meet that I inform Tataru of what has occurred here. If you have need of me, I shall be at Fort Tom's Manor. Allow me to accompany you. Tataru would never forgive me if I left the Rising Stones without saying goodbye. But it was wild this morning. Youngblood slept until like 7:20. A moment, Vance. I wish a word.
Tell me, does Thancred seem quite well to you? So, you sense it too. A subtle change. Imperceptible to most. I myself did not notice it at first, but upon closer examination, I saw that his etheric flow had been irreparably disrupted. As a result, I strongly suspect that his ability to manipulate ether has been compromised. Simply put, Thancred may no longer be able to wield magics. It would do much to explain why he chose to remain within the wilderness instead of seeking us out. He would have been compelled to rely solely on traditional methods of travel, significantly prolonging his journey. And when he learned that a nearby beast tribe was making preparations to summon a primal, it may well have seemed more sensible to wait. But this is still little more than speculation. Until I have proof, pray speak no word of it. Right, then. I should be on my way. Cryo may have charmed Master Matoya for now, but who can say how long it will last?
Yeah, Scholar's almost at 60, so that's good. It's another one I'm gonna have to get up there. Reaper, we're good. Scholar needs some work. Paladin needs some work. Oof.
That Vidofnir should chance to arrive even as the girl fell. Truly, I could not have planned it better myself.
Ah, good. We were afraid you might have left.
He's like, I'll leave.
A shield, my lord?
Damn.
Fit for a true knight. An expression of our gratitude to you and yours. Long overdue. But there is something else I would discuss ere you part. Something which cannot leave this room. My father will soon step down as head of our house. Sir Emmerich was not the only one to fall under suspicion following the death of the Archbishop. There are some who believe my father complicit in a coup d'etat. Thus he intends to renounce his title to absolve our house of suspicion and secure the support of our peers.
Surely there must be another way to convince Houses Durandare and Zamail.
So I said to him. Alas, he will not budge. Ever since I was a child, I knew that I would one day succeed my father. The thought of it filled me with pride. Yet once I learned the day was at hand, my heart was filled with naught but dread. Our legacy is built upon the lies of our forefathers. In accepting this title, am I not perpetuating this injustice? Why should I become the next count? You sound just like him. I suspect that is what Horschiffon would have said. To aid those in need. When you look on that shield, I trust you will remember his words. And should I once more find my resolve wavering, I ask that you show me the way. You were a brother to Horschiffon.
Fuck
Will you be a brother to me as well?
What's up, Crimson? Thanks very much for the raid, man. How are you?
Come, Manalaine. There's much to be done. For Father, and for Sir Emmerich, and for Ishgard.
How's your stream, man? Thank you very much for the raid. Thanks for bringing your community over to hang out. Loving Cold Steel too. Good to hear.
To think we share the same blood. Pray excuse us.
Those were the days of promises and vows, of tentative first steps into an uncertain future. A future shaped by the choices we made, in ways we could never have foreseen. Born of good and evil, of light and darkness, and shepherded by our hand. Be it for weal, or be it for woe.
For the memoirs of Count Edmond de Fortamp, Heavensward, As Goes Light. I didn't read fast enough. As goes light, so goes dark. Ah, here we go. Moss. This is thy proof. The Garoon Oracles, Apocrypha. It is a truth long forgotten, a tale of the beginning, and of the path we have been set upon. Oh, Elidibus. Our fates were ordained long ago, Archon. The Garleans are no exception, nor the Triad. You know what must be done. Was that Alice? Must have been. Spotted. Okay. Dude, some bald representation? Love to see it. Hey!
Well, everyone has their orders. The masks will attack as soon as all units are in position. The Imperials won't know what hit them. I fear it will be bloody.
Gee whiz, gang.
By Rauga, it had better be. We cannot stay here forever, Ida. We have other responsibilities. I know full well what my responsibilities are, and I mean to fulfill them, every one.
Alfie doesn't have the... Oh, that's right. Yeah, he's got them new news. The new boots. Yeah, right. Right. Yeah, because it's got to be, what, level 60 gear? That's fine. At least I'll have it for another day. But you know what? And I know it's a little bit early. I think if we just wrapped 3.1, we'll pick back up here tomorrow. I'm going to wrap a little bit early. I'm going to go take a shower. Cash out a little bit early tonight. The old daylight saving still messing with me. But thank you guys for a great night. Yeah, we'll get busy living, get busy dying. Back at it tomorrow, man. Yeah, I can feel it. Dark Fantasy Realms. Every night here is a great night, and I'm thankful for it, man. So thank you everybody. Yeah, stupid time zones. Stupid daylight savings. I'll march right down to that house myself and be like, looky here. Let me tell you a thing or two. Oh, Feb's on. Perfect. Phil, much love, my guy. Everybody have a wonderful evening. Thank you. Let's go see Feb, because Feb's playing some Fire Emblem 3 Houses, so get to listen to that in the background of my soapy suds in the shower. Be a good time for sure. But guys, thank you all very much. Great start to the week. I appreciate it. I appreciate you all very, very much, man. And I know I've often tried to convey, like, the words I don't feel do it justice, but, you know, I get to do something that I love with great people all the time, man. So I'm thankful for what we have here. So thank you, man, always. Have a great rest of your morning, afternoon, evening, whatever time it may be for you. If you guys don't have to deal with daylight savings, I envy you, and I hope you enjoy not having to deal with it. But you guys take care. Stay happy, stay healthy, stay excellent. Bye, guys. Be good.